For a few hours, Bette Midler
wow.
Was right in the middle of it because of something she said. She says that was certainly spurred on by what's going on with Brett Kavanaugh. She said, this was the quote, "Women are the N-word of the world. Raped, beaten, enslaved, married off, worked like dumb animals, denied education and inheritance, enduring the pain and danger of childbirth and life in silence for thousands of years. They are the most disrespected creatures on earth."
Well,
but it's really just the first line
yeah.
that really set people off. She has since deleted it because of...
Well, because it didn't make sense of why she even decided to use that. Like, you could have went with the whole thing, but why did you even want to go there? Like, it was...
First of all, can I say something real quick? I can't speak for all black people, but I can say that myself, I don't want you to make comparisons to the lowest thing in the earth and use me. If you want to say about anything like that, you want to make your point, first of all, the point is incredibly well taken. Women, over the course of human history, have been assailed, have had their safety put in danger, all of that stuff like that.
All that is true.
And continue to be in various levels.
And continue to be, right?
If you remove the first line, it would have been just as powerful. Absolutely as powerful.
Do your Bet, chill. Chill out, man.
Now,
I'm not trying to. It's hocus pocus time.
But she didn't.
I'm not trying to turn on the internet and see you saying stuff like this, Bette Midler. Chill.
But she didn't get the onslaught that with full force that she could have gotten on this because Bette Midler has been, you know,
she's beloved.
She's beloved.
Ally, yeah.
Right.
And I think that a lot of people
so
realize.
You give her a rap on the knuckles.
Although I will say this though, there is something to be said about the fact that perhaps these white liberals that we really think understand to a degree what's going on in Black America and people that have been allies of us, perhaps there is a disconnect that we should really talk out with them. It's not just the people that we think it is sometimes. Sometimes there has a potential for people to hurt you when they don't understand your experience, period.
And even though they may not intend to.
And even though they may not intend to, there could be something even inside of them that makes them say things like this that kind of get under our skin.
And that's true, but that said, I think that, you know, there's no way that a white liberal can understand the experience that that African Americans have had in this country, but at the same time, they can be sympathetic and they misstep, and it's different than somebody who does it with an ill heart.
Sure. At the same time, then, if you can't understand an experience, and this doesn't just go for African Americans, this goes for anyone. If you can't understand an experience, don't speak to it.
Well, I don't know about that. It's like,
yeah,
I'm Jewish.
No, that totally makes sense.
I will say, I'm Jewish. I'm Jewish, and I think it's important for everybody to discuss the Holocaust.
No. Whoa. But to discuss it, but not to project themselves into the way a Jewish person might feel about the Holocaust.
I agree with that, but they can become part of that discussion.
Wait. When you say part of the discussion, when I say speak to an experience, I mean exactly what I say.
Yeah.
Which is, let me speak to an experience. If you want to discuss the disenfranchisement of African Americans and what has happened, that's one thing. But you can't speak to what it means to be black.
So let me ask you a quick question. Can a gay person, you know, especially, you know, in the 60s and 70s and 80s, can they equate the struggle they have to other minority struggles?
Not to mine. I think what we can do is, because I think that does their specific struggle a disservice. I think what we can do is, we don't need to play the oppression Olympics, as Charlemagne says. I think we can all agree that being a minority or being a group in this country that hasn't had the same rights is tough. I think the way that it is tough is for those specific groups to express. And when you start trying to express that for other people or comparing what you go through to what they go through, you're gonna step on some toes, man.
Unless you try to create an alliance of a bunch of groups.
You can do that without having to jump in my skin and my brain and try to speak for me.
No, I know, but there's a reason to create an alliance. It's a shared experience.